I've never seen the movie It, not the even made for TV version, definitely not the two-parter that dropped a few years ago. I've never read the book. I enjoyed them at the circus, but it looks like I better get comfortable in a clown suit because I will probably be wearing one at the end of the NFL season because according to Bleacher Report, Detroit has one of the 6 biggest value free agents for 2024. Now, there's been a lot of moves made. Danielle Hunter, Brian Burns was traded. There's been a ton of Stephon Diggs traded, right? Ton of moves in the offseason. Those necessarily don't count because they were free agents, but there's been moves made, and the Detroit Lions have one of the 6, the biggest 6. Who am I referring to? You see him on the thumbnail, DJ Reader. Now, DJ Reader, his contract wasn't a ton, but here's what Bleacher Report had to say about Reader. A healthy Reader can change the entire complexion of the Lions defense. The 335-pound nose tackle is a load to move at the point of attack and can collapse the pocket on passing downs. A year ago, the Lions lacked a true nose capable of controlling the middle of the line of scrimmage. Aleem McNeil is excellent at shooting gaps, but Reader can eat and beat double teams to take pressure off everyone else. His presence in the middle should create a ripple effect by taking more attention away from other defensive linemen and keeping the squad's linebackers clean. With the improvements the Lions also made in the back end, Detroit has the personnel to be a top 10 defense this coming fall. I didn't read this until now because I like to be surprised so you guys can get a genuine reaction. To be a top 10 defense this fall. I know that Reader was a big deal. You guys know my reaction. My reaction was simply about an edge rusher that, in my honest opinion, we still lack that quality dude. I know we got Matthew Betts. I know we got James Houston. We now have Mekhi Wingo. So we got people that can kind of like those role players and those potential stars. But I wanted a pass rush. We didn't get it. Now we got to move on, and I got to start putting in orders for a clown suit. It's all good, man. As long as my team is winning and getting sacks, I will dress up like, well, not anything you want, but I'll wear almost anything except a certain thing. I ain't going to ever be caught in one of those. But a top 10 defense, I know Reader was ranked pretty high when it came to defensive tackles. You mean to tell me that this guy is going to help us go from a second tier defense? Not second tier. Somebody said we were 18th. I thought we were 25th in total defense. Somebody said we were 18th or 19th, but either way, that's in the bottom half to third of the league. And DJ Reader is going to make a big of enough impact that we're going to be a top 10 defense. Wow. Listen, that's not even sarcasm. That's the real deal. In a world where one man makes that much of a difference. And on top of that, you have the secondary as well. The fact that the Detroit Lions in free agency and the draft absolutely cleaned up. And it looks like when it comes to the edge rushing position, Brad Holmes is going to play that kind of like that musical chairs, man. You got Matthew Betts, you have Wingo, you've got 2 other guys that were brought in undrafted free agency. You've got James Houston, who have to have a bounce back year. And something Aaron Glenn said yesterday that goes in line with this. Aaron Glenn said that they want to run more one-on-one, and that the man coverage, and that Arnold and the secondary, those guys are going to help the Detroit Lions do that, because we know a lot of the Detroit Lions. What Aaron liked to do was blitz, and those linebackers, that's the way we were getting sacks. The linebackers had to come up. Iffy Melifonwu was coming up to get sacks. I mean, I think he got 3 in the short time that he was in at the end of the year. So DJ Reader, man, if he can make us a top 10 defense, I got it all picked out. I'm trying to go with that homie the clown look. So I would have to get a afro with the little ball, but I could get an afro. I can shave it off, right? I don't know if I'm going to do all of that, though. The nose, I got to get the nose. And I don't know if I'm paying my face. But I'll go to Party City, no doubt. Or on Amazon, right? And order me. If they have a homie the clown suit, I'm definitely, with the sock and everything, I'm definitely. And we can figure out something. So in case you missed it, the Detroit Lions defensive line has to have 28, or I think it's 28 or more, or 28 sacks. The defensive line. So it has to be a defensive end, it has to be a defensive tackle. It cannot be anybody in the secondary and nobody at the second, no linebacker. So James Houston, we'll count him because I think he is on the team as a linebacker, but we'll count him. So if you got to be a defensive end, a defensive tackle. Yeah, I mean James, because James came in and was playing. You know, I could take him out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm a man of my word. And if because he was a defensive pass rusher, I just gotta. Wow. Brandon Ayuk wants he wants a deal like Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I'm telling you, man, everybody else moves the market. So shout out to Amon-Ra, but. That's how it's going to be. All right. 28 or more sacks. It's either 28 or 29. I got to go back and watch the video. But look, I got no problem doing that. If we can be a top defense, put in the comment section below. When was the last time the Detroit Lions ended the season with a top 10 overall ranked defense? I know in 2020 and 2014, we had like the 3rd ranked defense. In Ndamukong Suh, I want to say we still had Fairley. We had some other guys as well. So let me know. I think Ziggy was part of that roster. Maybe Slay was there. I'm not sure if I don't know if we had Diggs yet, but we had some dogs on that defensive line, man. But a defensive tackle can make a lot of difference. We've seen in Ndamukong Suh. It's just, it's just not the guy I wanted. It's not the position I wanted, but it doesn't matter because I'm just the dude sitting in my basement talking about my team. That's it. What I think and how I feel is irrelevant to the grand scheme of the Lions organization. I just like to talk about it and I like to have some fun. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think that DJ Reader will be one of the 6 biggest impactful free agents in 2024? How many sacks will the defensive line have? And where do you think our defense will rank overall when the year is said and done? This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Hey, Siri. How many days till September 8th, 2024?
It's 107 days until then.
107 days until the season begins. Let's go.